look at this. Sorry, guys, we have some technical difficulties here. We had some technical difficulties. Today's been a day of a lot of technical difficulties.
I know.
Hi, Kat, Allison, Charlene, Julian,
Hi,
Kathy,
guys.
Destiny, Hannah,
Wait, I can't hear myself
Katie,
at all.
Recover Out Loud, Julian,
I can't. Hello?
Joelle,
Is my mic
Marisol.
You can't hear yourself?
Hi, Marisol. Hi, Kim,
I can't hear her.
Lemming.
either.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah, I can hear
Hi, Rebecca's iPhone. Zeb, how you doing, brother? Is that what's that Detroit Lions on your hat?
Hi, guys. Chatty Natty is back in the studio.
Wait a minute. Is that
we got
put
some-
the
The Honda Center of Healing.
what's the Honda Center of Healing? Is that the
I'm not sure.
the Honda Center of Healing?
Never heard of it before. Go over it again. Go over the thing.
Chatty Natty's back in the house.
David T, 3A.
Jennifer got her Hopeaholics
Julian,
shirt in
Laura.
the mail.
Laura's wearing tie-dye tonight.
I like it.
Laura
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, Laura's right there in the right hand, middle side. She's wearing tie-dye right there.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah.
She's waving.
She's waving. We got that guy right there. He's smiling. He's all smiles. David's all smiles. He was laughing at something.
David 3A.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Julian casually lying down on his sofa or bed as usual.
I'm trying to figure out where Julian's laying. Is that his bed? Because that looks like a really nice
That's his
bed.
bed. That's the back. That's the
That's
backdrop
that's
of
the
his bed.
headboard.
Or can you imagine if that's an old-fashioned Chesterfield? Those huge old-fashioned Chesterfields.
You have to like be from Canada to
that
know what a
Fits
Chesterfield
like
is.
13 people on it.
Yeah.
All velveted out.
I wonder where's the girl that's from Canada? Is she here tonight?
Kendra. Hi, Kendra. Hi, Katie. Hi, Ava.
Aiva.
I was going to say A. Hey, hi, Ava.
Oh, is the one with the heart the girl from Canada?
I don't know. Go on it. Obviously, it is because those are all the
Kendra?
nice people.
No.
I don't know.
Joelle knows. Who is the girl from Canada, Joelle?
Bex and I are from Canada. Ava.
Bex,
Me,
yeah,
Ava
Bex.
and Bex. Me, Ava, and Bex. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Canadians in the house.
Yep. So got some Canadians in the house.
Shit.
I just noticed in the chat, which
Oh,
I'm
darn
in
it.
right now, is Kathy is this is her first time here in the meeting. So welcome, welcome, welcome.
Brother Mitch. What's happening, my man? All right. We should get this party started. Welcome and thank you all for joining the Tuesday night Recover Out Loud meeting, man. We really, really, really appreciate you all showing up every week. The Recover Out Loud for us, it's a movement. It's not a program. What else about the Recover Out Loud, Shane? See,
It's not a traditional AA meeting, so whatever you do to maintain your sobriety, continue doing that. This is just, we like to say, a cherry on top.
Yeah. This is the fluff.
Yeah.
Yeah, continue doing what you do on a daily basis to stay sober. That's what's most important. But there is a lot of hope and healing right here in this room. And you want to introduce the speaker tonight, Shane? I know his name. His name's Matt.
Okay, because I kind of forgot. Who the fuck do we have today?
Just so you
Nobody
guys,
important.
just so you guys know,
It is always
every once in a while,
Yeah.
like Shane schedules all the speakers for this meeting, and sometimes they get here and like I'm doing something else and I'm eating and I haven't really met them, and then I'm talking and I don't know their name. I'm just gonna be honest
It
right
happens
now.
more often than not.
Yeah, that's why half the time I turn it over to Shane.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got Matt here tonight. Share some experience, strength, and
Yes.
hope.
Yeah.
The other part about this meeting, though, you guys, is all are welcome, man. The one thing that we all can connect through, whether you're in recovery or not in recovery, is we all have pain, and that is our common bond. The Hopeaholics podcast, and I'll shut up after this, but I want to remind everybody every single week that the Hopeaholics podcast was birthed from a tragedy. I lost my son-in-law to the fentanyl crisis, and we started the Hopeaholics podcast to be the voice for the people that have lost their lives and to offer hope to the family members who are still out there suffering, to break that stigma of mental health and addiction, and that the only shame, man, is not asking for help. Help's available.
Amen.
And we've all been there, and and we recover out loud because we want to show people that that number one, you can recover, and number two, that you can walk through hard times, and that's okay, because we all do that on a daily basis.
Yeah.
We all walk through some tough shit,
Yeah.
and we get to the other side, and guess what? We don't get loaded because of it.
We don't get through it alone, though, do we?
No, we don't. No, we do it together. We do it together.
Yeah, and with the big guy.
I'm with the big guy.
Big guy.
God's number one. God's the CEO of my life. All right, guys. I'm going to turn it over to Matt. He's going to go for about 20, 25 minutes, and then we'll open it up for sharing. Super grateful for you all. Matt?
All right. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate what you guys are doing. This is huge. Being new to sobriety and in recovery, I'll actually have 9 months tomorrow.
Wow.
So
Nice. Good for you,
I'm
bro.
thank you. Appreciate it. I'm still a newcomer, and I think I'll always still be a newcomer because I learn in this program every day. Every meeting I go to, anybody I talk to that's in the program, there's always something to learn. So, I'll have some experience over somebody, but I still always going to be a newcomer. But what you guys are doing is huge, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to come here. I've learned within the program how Recovery Out Loud is a big movement right now, and I mean, for us to be vulnerable to be able to do this is big for us in our program of practicing, sobriety and recovery, but to be a voice for anybody out there is huge. And I needed it when I was fresh in, and, I'm honored to be a part of being able to provide that, to somebody else too. So, so thank you guys.
Thank you.
But a little bit about me. Yeah. So my sobriety dates, my name is Matt. My sobriety date is August 22nd, 2023. And I was born in Southern Illinois, moved to Florida when I was 3 years old. And it's my brother and I, and, my parents were still together. We moved to Florida, and about 7 years ago, I moved to Southern California. Always been into, surfing, skateboarding, the punk rock scene, alternative music, all of that. And just always been, an outgoing guy and living life like I, as a kid would, surfing all the time and just doing the thing I wanted to do. And, I came out to California. I was single at the time and I just wanted a change. So I moved out here and chasing waves, had a job already lined up, and everything was solid. I've been, battling alcoholism for many, many years since I was about 13. But, I grew up in a household of alcoholism and addiction. And as a kid, I would just watch my parents just, kill themselves doing it. And great family for the most part. My dad was a pretty violent guy, though, and, always partying. My parents always partied. They were homebodies, introverts, and would always party during the weekdays. And just the two of them, loud music, drinking beer, and that was life. I was going to sleep late, eating dinner late. They didn't care about school. They didn't care about homework. Didn't show a report card, just kind of doing my thing. And I just thought that was life. I wasn't, there was nights I'd go to bed crying, asking for my grandparents to come get me, things like that. So I think a lot of those traumas as a kid is what resulted in, the abuse that I did to myself over these last handful of years that got really bad. So back in about 8 years ago, I lost my dad to alcoholism. He was in the ICU for about 30 days. And I was in Florida at the time. So my brother was living in the Midwest in Ohio. So it was just my mom and I in the ICU watching my dad just die every day and slowly dying. And it was the most brutal thing I've witnessed. And mind you, I was going back to my car, drinking in my car to go back up to the ICU in the liver center to watch my dad die. And, you would think I would learn from that. We thought he was going to come out of it. He was addicted to opioids too. So liver transplant, all that was out of the picture. Cause he was just too wrecked on pills and stuff. So he wasn't even coming out of his coma. So you fast forward a little bit, we lost my dad. My mom, she passed away 3 years after my dad. She was a smoker, ended up getting lung cancer, went to her brain, and my mom passed away. And that was when I was since living out here. So big deal there. Losing both of your parents, and them, not being able to see how much progress I've made in sobriety. And I mean, I know they're looking down on me, but it was heavy. And so kind of with all of that, I've been in long-term relationships. I've had relationships that were toxic. I've had relationships that were so-so, but the last few relationships I was in, very toxic, codependent. And I think what my advice was just to kind of get out of mind and body and just drink. And it got to a point where it was all day, every day. And so we fast forward a little bit. I know I'm jumping around a bit, but last year I got to a point where I was like, I got to get checked in to detox, and it was on my own doing. I'm now engaged, which is amazing. I've got a fantastic fiance who's very supportive of me. And when we met 3 years ago, it wasn't as bad as it was, and my drinking wasn't as bad as it was, and I was hiding it very well from her. She had no idea the severity of it. And then over the last 6 months is when it got real bad before I got sober. And, middle of the night, going out to my truck, just pounding vodka, chasing it with whatever I could get my hands on, throwing up, you name it. You hear it all the time in the rooms of how bad it can get. And I wish people could witness I wish I had a camera to see what I looked like when I was in that, going to the garage, hiding bottles, and just literally chugging from the bottle and stashing it just to try to go back to sleep. Zombie walking around the house while my whole family's asleep. And I knew that, I don't know what got into me to be this bad. I didn't burn the whole world down. It was just this obsession of alcohol and just to get out of this mind that I was in. And I've had a good job forever. I've always had good jobs. I've had, good relationships, friendships, a lot of support, but something with alcohol, I got fixated on it and wouldn't let it go. And just to fast forward to right before I got sober, I just went to Carrie, my fiance, and she knew that I was bad. She always assumed, but I never was honest with her, and I was lying about it. And up until this last point, I was like, I've been hiding it from you. We need to go to detox. I gotta do something. And she literally just she knew it. It was almost like a sign of relief, but she was very sad and shocked. But I could see that she knew it was coming. This is bad. Okay. So she kind of just changed hats, helped me, figure it all out. She did all the legwork of calling insurance, calling detox, calling my treatment center in San Clemente, and did everything to where I literally went the next day and did a 7-day detox in Costa Mesa and got picked up right from there into a treatment facility in San Clemente. And it was the best decision I've ever made in my life. Since then, I've just been hitting the program hard. I go to 3 meetings a week. I also do a podcast as well. I'm the back end guy, the AV guy for a podcast, which is it's almost like a meeting in itself, and you guys can relate to that. It's, I'm completely obsessed with the program of AA and just recovery. And if I'm not doing my day job in IT, I'm in meetings, and like I said, I'm doing this podcast thing as well, and it's been fantastic. My sponsor is amazing. I'm just about to wrap up the steps, and then, start sponsoring guys, and I can't wait for that. It's just going to be a whole nother level of the program where now I am walking another gentleman through this, which I can't wait to do it. And it's just going to, like I said, add another layer to this program. But yeah, man, it's just been, I can't stress how important it is. I mean, it's not rocket science. I know that our minds play wonders on us, but You know, if you can just stick with the program and go to AA or whatever it is that's going to keep you sober, you know, it's going to change your life, and it's changed mine. I literally eat it up. I love shares. I love hearing everybody's story because I always gain something from it. Everybody's got a different path and what they've done to get where they're at. And it's been the best thing ever. And I can't thank AA, the program, and just the gentleman that I've met and my sponsor just to bring me along. And yeah, I don't have like I said, I haven't really burned a whole lot of bridges, but it's still been a fantastic experience so far. So that's kind of all I got, you guys.
Yeah, cool.
Nice. Thank you, brother. A lot of trauma.
One
You
of,
know what I mean?
yeah,
Losing your parents, it's heavy stuff.
for sure. And one of the things that I was thinking about what you were sharing is you talked about, I wish I had a camera.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't.
I do not. I'm glad. That I
Like, the
don't
fuck,
now.
I don't.
Yeah,
I mean, you
know,
guys
right?
would have been like, what the fuck is this guy doing in his house? But what it reminded me of was the A&E intervention show. Like, have you ever watched the intervention show where they follow people around and, like, you know, just the crazy stuff that we do? I mean, the insanity is the insanity, and I think that all of us who are in recovery, we all understand the insanity of the disease, right?
Yeah.
You know, that vicious cycle that we get trapped in.
Yeah.
And that's what's so beautiful, you guys, about like this type of stuff, about Matt working on the back end of a podcast or these podcasts, or, you know, these online Zoom meetings. Like, how dope is that we get all of this, and you guys can all thank the COVID-19 virus for all of this shit, you know, because this isn't something that happened. You know, the Zoom meetings were few and far between prior to that.
For sure.
And, you know, I've found them to be just in every aspect of my life, like business as well, you know, but for the recovery community, it's like, can I get everybody to just like kind of everybody that wants to put where you're from right now? Like, hit it up inside of the chat where you're from.
Well,
Like,
not only that, you cannot leave your house, or you could be in a bed and still look.
yeah, like Julian.
Yeah.
Julian's just like chilling. He's laying down on the East Coast, you know.
Yeah, but look at all those places, like
Kentucky, San Jose, Florida. God, it's going so fast. I can't even freaking Rhode Island, Ontario, Canada.
Wow. Hey, Ontario. Ava. That's what we're talking about.
Oh, there was 2 Canadians.
Yeah. Ava and Bex.
Rancho Cucamonga, San Bernardino,
New
New York, Michigan, West Virginia, Boston, Bakersfield. Like that's
Atlanta,
Yeah.
Charlotte, North Carolina. Like, dude, we are all together on a recovery meeting right now. How awesome is that?
Awesome. I like it a lot.
I want to open it up for sharing. So whoever wants to share, go ahead and raise your virtual hand. And again, thank the 3A community for showing up to
Yeah,
Recover
man.
Out Loud.
Wow.
We love you
And I'll
guys.
tell you something. I've given 3A out to, I'm going to say around 15 people that I've talked to on the phones.
Nice.
Said they don't want help, but they want to get online meetings.
Yeah.
amazing.
And I've said 3A online. Check it out. So I'm really pushing 3A.
Are you giving them the link and everything?
No, I'm not.
Wow.
I'm just saying Google 3A online meetings. Someone put the link up for me or send it to my
Joel,
phone.
can you text the
Text-
flyer to our phone, and then Shane can
That
like
way we have
actually
it. Yeah.
text the flyer to people?
There we go. And I could have really
You know what though, Matt? What I really enjoyed about your share too, and I don't think it gets emphasized enough, is the power of partnership. So who you chose to be with clearly is a fantastic individual and selfless, because she rode with you through the sickness of being active in your addiction, and also took it upon herself to do the footwork to get you the treatment that you needed, ultimately, which will end up benefiting her as well and your guys' relationship. But I think that's really important and imperative, especially for all of us here. Who you choose to be with can make you or break you. It can either take you further into your addiction, or it can help you blossom into the person that is destined within all of us. So shout out to her
Yeah, thank
and
you.
your better half, because sometimes they don't get enough credit,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
because we're very hard individuals to deal with.
Really.
I know I am.
I feel I'm just gonna say this right now on this meeting. There's only and not that there's not other ones, but the two coolest online recovery Zoom meetings is the Tuesday night Recover Out Loud, and then the 3A Zoom. That's like 5 of the other days of the week. So that's where I stand with that. Your 3A is the only other one that we
promote.
yeah, we
of
promote.
course. You can-
Although anybody that's in California, this Saturday we will be in Huntington Beach at in person.
Will we?
You will?
Yes. Jesus Christ.
Uh-oh.
All right.
It's every other Saturday. In Huntington Beach, right by the pier. You'll see a group of misfits hanging out, about 50 of them, and you'll know that you're in the right spot. It starts at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Let's open it up.
Shall we now? Recovery out loud.
Recover Out
New
Loud,
York.
New York.
Yeah. No names here. We don't care. We don't need names. You just need New York.
It's Mika. You guys,
Hi,
stop.
we're joking.
I know
We're joking.
I know
We're
you,
joking.
girl. I know
Oh, my
you.
goodness.
Don't let them play.
They just dog me. Like, they don't care.
It's okay.
All right.
Welcome to my life.
Okay, let's just name Bags,
Bex.
Deb, Morgan, Amanda, David, Joelle, all my 3A family, Laura, I'm scrolling, AK, love you all. Where's everyone else? Hi, Wendy, Ava. All right, scroll up. Kendra, Brooke, Tiffany, Melissa. We are all deep. We're deep in here. tonight. I love you guys.
Damn.
Oh, that is nice.
That's deep.
3A.
That is really
3A.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Amazing.
3A. Yeah, I'm gonna pass it out. I've been passing out. I haven't been giving out the flower, the flyer. I'm gonna give it out now. I got it.
Uh-oh.
What?
Shit. I just screwed something up on Chuck's thing.
She's right there. Is she Mika?
Her.
Are you sharing?
Are you sharing, or was that just showering
that
your
it?
love?
She's not done yet. I can tell Mika's not done.
All right. Well, today I got out of court. That's amazing. I know I was had a hard time. Like, it was coming up, and today we signed papers. Is what it is. That's done. Moving on. And yeah, God is good today and every day. That's it.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Wendy Behar.
Hey, everybody. This is my first meeting. I really have no
Welcome.
idea what this is about, but Mika said, hey, why don't you just get on and check this out?
Nice.
I've been in recovery since 1998.
Wow.
I do other programs one day at a time.
Nice.
And, I'm a coach and I do podcasts. And this is so interesting to me because I've never heard of this.
What?
Oh, it's pretty cool. And I'm really glad to be here and, I hope to come back again. I was just getting ready to just get under my covers and shot me a text. I'm in my PJs, actually. And she says, you got to check this out. Come on, just come. Don't be shy. I said, well, I'm not shy. That's the last thing I am is shy. So it's just great to be here and to hear your story. And I could totally relate to the codependency and enmeshment. I grew up as an only child with 2 parents, and we just loved to party together. And I, like you, at 13 started drinking and stopped when I was 35, because I reached my bottom. So recovery is awesome, and I love this name, Recovery Out Loud, because we have to break the stigma.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really important that everybody knows. I share about it everywhere. And, certain people might say, hey, why are you doing that? I said, because this way other people know it's okay and you can ask for help. Like you shared in the beginning, you have to ask for help. And those that do are courageous. So great to meet all new friends. And I hope to come back again. So great to meet
Absolutely.
you all. And I hope to learn about you. Have a wonderful night.
Not,
Thanks, Wendy.
nice to meet you as well. Your name is Wendy. Wendy, what part of New York are you from? Are you from New York? Obviously.
I think you could tell from my
I think
accent.
so. I
Right?
could.
I'm
I
in
like it.
Long Island,
That-
New York.
All right. Well, we'll be in New York in August
Yeah, we will be.
at the Times Square.
Yeah.
So we hope to see you there.
Cool. Okay, I'd love to see you. Okay, great.
Bex.
Bex.
Hi, hello. I'm Bex. Again. So I'm really happy to be here. I've been doing 4 meetings a day, and today I realized that unlike drugs, which I need to be abstinent from, I need to cut down a little bit on meetings. That's something I can cut down on, but not abstain from. So I've been saving Recover Out Loud, and I'm just stoked to be here because I've listened to the podcast all week. And by the way, it's definitely Moose, not Mises. Shane. So I've been saving that one for you.
Whoa.
No. It's like no hate. Just
No.
You
No,
asked,
we're
you
just-
genuinely
Of
asked.
course not.
You had a whole conversation about it on your podcast. Anyway, fangirling. Anyway, I just kind of want to shout out to what Natalie just said too about what you who you surround yourself with, because I'm going to a lot of meetings, I'm making a lot of friends, and I've got my 3A fam that I've been talking to for 2 years, but now I've got other step programs and people I'm talking to on a daily basis, and some stay and some kind of naturally go. But I did have someone who I went to a meeting with and trusted, and he ended up using and then messaging me, and I called him out of hope for him, and that was kind of a mistake because you can't save everybody, you can't be there for everybody. And at the same time, my sponsor's telling me about service and how it's important. It's so important when I wake up and I've got 5 3A members checking on me. When I told Joel today about what happened to me, he called me from a bike, dead ass, it sounded like the phone was falling away. And that's what real recovery friends do for you. And we're sending pictures of flowers to each other every day, that's so beautiful. David, Joel, Laura, and I, and then all of a sudden other people are taking flowers. I've got people not in the program taking flower pictures. It's just beautiful. Instead of spending that entire time on my phone just hoping that it buzzed, because for a while it'd be buzzing all the time with people needing to use me, and then all of a sudden there was nothing at all, and I keep checking it and be disappointed. Now I wake up and I know I'm not gonna be disappointed. So I just wanted to speak to that and just thank everybody who's in my life. Thank you guys for throwing this, and to everyone who came out tonight, grab a number, talk to someone. And it's been so key for my recovery to not only go to meetings but share. And if you're not comfortable, then that's a goal. It's all about having goals, and it's about doing the work. And just because you're not in a step work program doesn't mean that this isn't work a little bit. And I get to pretend I'm at a Zoom meeting because recovery is my full-time job right now, and that's okay. But one day I want to be one of those people who actually goes to a Zoom meeting for something they're super passionate about other than getting better. So thanks guys, happy 24 and have a good week.
Amazing.
Wow.
Awesome.
Love it.
I was just wondering how come nobody ever sends me pictures of flowers.
Oh, I will.
You
I'll
will?
start. I
That'd be-
never knew you. Are you sure?
Yeah, we didn't.
Yeah.
All right, I'll start. That's fine.
I would like pictures of
I'll do
flowers.
it, Matt.
Where's my
That was my
recovery?
first thought, right?
You're a sick fuck.
What? What? I'm just. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. It was. Who's next?
We're going right on to Jeffrey after that.
Jeffrey.
Showing disrespect to services. At this point, you have a wildly partisan left-wing Democrat prosecutor whose only objective
Interesting.
is to get
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we'll skip that for now. Maybe if Jeff wants to share and not the news.
Hi, Joel.
It was literally, you know what he was literally talking about was the Trump trial, right? Is that what we just heard right now?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's
Perfect.
funny. All right, Joel, you're up.
Hey everybody, I'm Joel, grateful alcoholic and drug addict.
Hey, Joel.
Shane, I don't know, Chad, I don't know if you keep the Hope phone in your pocket or if it just stays in the office, but I just sent you a picture of some flowers.
Oh, it's right
You're
here in my
welcome.
hand right now. Let me check it out.
I'm a big advocate of helping others. It's my new drug. It's my new addiction. That's how I get high every day. And sometimes I'm like, is this a bad thing? And I'm like, I don't think being high on life is a bad thing, And you know, technology is fucking amazing because y'all saw in the chat, you're looking all these different places. Like, you know, some of us are nearby. I saw Miami in there. I'm about an hour from there. So yeah, we could always go chill, but with everyday life, like that shit doesn't work out that way, even only an hour away, you know. But you know, I got some of these ladies are in, like, I went and met one, Laura in New York. I met another girl in Indiana a few months ago, and I'm kind of like, that's kind of my thing, is I'm trying to make these relationships a little more personal. I mean, I love y'all to death, regardless if I've met you or not. But you know, just kind of making these relationships a little more personal, it's super cool, and it's a goal that I have. Is, you know, and I started about a year ago. I think I've visited about 8 people so
Wow.
far. I got really lucky when I was in New York. There was like 4 people there, so it worked out real well. One less trip I had to, I say, take, but I'm looking forward to those trips. It's just when I can get that bank account full again, I look at I look at planes and I'm like, I'm going here, and I'm trying to go places I've never been. So like, there's people like David Thomason. He's in Atlanta, and I'd love to go, but I've been to Atlanta. I promise I will come see you. But like Zeb's in Oregon, dude, I'm coming out, man. I want to come. I want to come check out Oregon. The Hope Group, y'all are in California. I want to
I
come
knew
see
it.
y'all.
I knew it.
Maybe
I
get a
was
little
just
guest
waiting.
spot on
I
the show.
knew he was going to show up one day.
He better.
I knew it.
Sorry, Joel, but
Well, I was
you better
Be
show up here.
offended if he didn't.
Yeah.
I was
Right?
gonna say, I was hoping maybe I could get a little spot on the show.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You come on.
Shameless plug for myself. But
That is for sure, bro. As a
no,
matter
I
of fact,
just
if you need a place to stay, I got a couch. I got a couch for you.
hell yeah, here
Yeah,
I
bro.
come.
No worries.
But no, I really love what recovery has done for me today. Um, I was kind of like the speaker. I think it was Matt. I'm really bad with names, so I apologize. But like, I was granted that gift of desperation. I was fucking miserable, and I knew what I was doing was gonna kill me, or I was gonna kill myself. And I reached out for help. And I think we're the lucky ones because we want it. You know, the people that have to be forced into treatment, I know that they struggle because they were forced into treatment. And I pray for those folks every day, hoping, and, you know, just hoping that the message clicks. I was with a girl that died 14 times,
Jeez.
been Narcan 14 times, and she's still going back. And it's like, you know, I don't get it, but I'll never get it. Just like normal people don't understand the addict brain, I can't understand, you know, her addict brain, and that's fine. I'm not supposed to. All I have to do is just be there for her. Oh, and next week I get to meet another member. I'm super excited. Memorial Day weekend, gonna be party and sober style. It's gonna be fucking fabulous. Thanks, guys. I love you.
Thanks, Joel.
Awesome, man. I love hearing that stuff, man. That's good stuff, Joel. Any of you guys are welcome to. If you're ever in California, please stop by. We'll schedule you for a podcast if that's what you
hell
want
yeah.
to do. Yeah, we love it. All right. iPad.
Hey guys.
Wes,
Wes.
what's up? It just says
Yeah.
iPad today.
Yeah.
And,
I don't know how to change it to my name, but
and you're flipped the other way.
I am.
Yeah. From where we're
Oh yeah.
yeah, from where I
Yeah,
usually see you.
I'm facing the right, aren't I?
Yeah. Good. What's going
Okay.
on? How are you? Where you been?
I'm doing pretty good. So I've been I feel bad, but I've been watching the NBA playoffs and the NHL playoffs with my grandpa, and he's going to be 95 this year, God willing. So I I call him pretty much every day. I think this is the very first time I'm admitting this to myself and saying this out loud. But I am an addict in recovery. There's been times where I knew that I loved drugs, and there was even a couple times when I was doing cocaine that that God talked to me, and I heard him whisper to me, "Are drugs worth your life and your daughter's life?" you know, and I did a lot, and that thought kept coming and coming for like almost a week straight, and God guided me to because I tried to OD on cocaine. I ended up somehow calling an ambulance for myself, and I was in the hospital in their mental health ward for like a day, over 24 hours, I think. And one of the doctors says, "Can I ask you a personal question?" I said, "Well, yeah." And he said, "Do you believe in God?" And I said, "Yes, I do." And he said, "Give me 15 or 20 minutes, and I'll be back with some info." So I said, "Okay." 20 minutes later, he comes back with a piece of paper that has the list of like 4 or 5 different recovery places. The first one I called and nobody answered, picked up. The second one I called, the name of the place is Set Free, in Washington, and I called that one, and a lady named Debbie picked up. He's a pastor's wife, Pastor Mike, and I told her, what had happened and everything like that, and she said, "You seem to be a pretty good fit. We've got a bed open for you if you'd like it." So I said, "Okay." Uh, about 3 days later, I called my dad, and my dad that raised me and adopted me and my sister, and I told him about the place, and I said I need some help, and he ended up taking me to that recovery place, and I'm here now, and I'm grateful to God for that, and I'm grateful for all you guys, you know, and yeah, it it feels not weird, but like I'm finally free, for finally being able to admit to myself and to say it out loud that I'm a recovering addict, you know, and I've been uh, I've been to quite a few meetings on here, and yeah, God loves us all, and I wouldn't be here without God, and I wouldn't be here without people like you guys. So I just wanted to give a big thank you to everyone, and I truly love you guys, all of you.
Awesome, Wes. Thanks so
Thanks,
much,
Wes.
man. We appreciate you, dude. Keep coming back, and we look forward to seeing you again. You haven't been DMing me lately either, so hit me up.
Yeah, we'll do, and I apologize for the slenderness. After I got paralyzed, I was in the hospital for 2.5 months at Harborview in Seattle. But within my first 2 weeks of being paralyzed, because I couldn't move my arms, I was originally paralyzed completely from the neck down. And due to not being able to use and move my arms or my body, I lost 37 pounds of my upper body muscle in the first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, drugs are no joke, especially heroin and fentanyl. Um, yeah, please don't do it. And dial if you or anybody you know is in crisis, mental health wise and whatnot. Um, dial. You can either dial and call in, or you can text the number 988, and that's the suicide hotline, and that's a crisis hotline. They're open 24 hours a day. So just to get that out there.
Thanks, Wes.
All right. Thanks, Wes. We
Yeah, I
appreciate
love you
you.
guys, and I'll DM you, and I'll make sure that I'm there every week. I'll make it a for sure thing.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you.
Kim.
Kim, you're up.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. First, I want to say, Matt, congratulations on your 9 months.
Thank you.
Great story.
Thank you.
Good luck with sponsoring people. That's really great. And Wes, you're so brave. Thank you for sharing that. And this meeting's great. I'm calling him from Connecticut, and I try to come every week. I don't make it every week, but I value my sobriety so much that I have to do whatever it takes to remain sober for another 24 hours. And you guys, all that you do is amazing. And I'm hoping that I can get family members to knock on your door and get the help that they require. But I just have to lead by example and do what I can. It's not easy. And one of these days I will show up at your door because I have family members that live out there. So I'll be there. Can't wait to meet you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So she's from Connecticut. You know what deja vu I get from Connecticut? I know
Ken Kniff.
Yeah, do you know Ken Kniff? Have you heard of
Do you know Ken Kniff?
You know our buddy Ken Kniff? He's from Connecticut.
From Connecticut?
No? All right.
No? Does anybody up there know?
I don't know Ken Kniff.
Ken Kniff.
You don't? Joel knows Ken Kniff.
Joel knows Ken Kniff.
Yeah, Joel.
I know a lot of Kens that I don't know their last name, so maybe I know your Ken.
Yeah,
Kniff,
well,
but I don't know
he's on the Eminem album. It's totally inappropriate, but it's really funny to me. And Shane, because Shane and I are like
funny.
14-year-old boys in man-sized bodies.
It's true. That is fucking hilarious.
That's great.
But anyways, just if you guys ever want to know who Ken Kniff is, go listen to an Eminem song album, right?
Brother Mitch.
Brother Mitch. I feel like you know who Ken Kniff is too.
What's up?
What's going on, Brother Mitch?
I don't think I know who that is.
Okay.
It's funny though. Yeah, good shares.
Yeah.
Oh man, thank you, Matt, for your share. Nice and short, nice, short and sweet, right? Like some honey.
I was talking my language.
Yeah, right.
Right. Is that melted?
I think
hot melted honey. That's what I'm thinking.
I think you and brother Mitch are.
We got to talk off air.
Yeah. Sorry about that,
Sorry,
guys.
guys.
We're a little
Constantly derailing.
Yeah.
No, it's all good.
All right,
All
start
good.
this time over. No, I'm joking.
Oh my god. You guys are so funny. Always love being here. Always. I'm gonna definitely make my way over there one of these days. Can't wait, right?
Yeah,
Truly.
baby. Anytime.
We gonna get big. We're gonna get popping, and like some strawberry and whipped cream on top, right?
Well, I don't know. Let's not go that far. I'm usually home at 5:36. This is actually my latest night of the week. I'm home at 8. I'm in bed by 8:30. So.
Natalie's over here shaking her head. Y'all can probably see her because she's on Zoom.
Yeah,
but
yeah, we see you, Natalie.
All day.
Yeah. It was a great weekend this weekend. Just was in Huntington Beach. What was the event that's coming up this weekend?
It's called Recover Out Loud.
Yeah.
It's an in-person
Saturday starts at 5.
Saturday meeting. Yeah.
Ooh, all right. Let me know if you send me in the link or you guys post it on your Instagram.
Yeah, it'll be on
Instagram. For sure.
I want to definitely check that out. I'm looking forward to it. 'Cause, there was just this big baptism and like worship and crazy going on. I don't know if you guys heard about it. It was called Baptized California.
Yeah,
It was
10,000
on
people.
Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about it or no?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
a bunch
yeah.
of people I saw got baptized that I know.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that's crazy. Especially that Pentecostal Sunday, right? Just Sunday, all over the world there was churches, places doing baptisms, not just only at the beach at Huntington, but wow, that was incredible. Had to have been there. I know me and Tiffany were there. That's my bestie over there. Shout out to Tiffany, Yanni. But yeah, overall, what a blessing. Just wanted to say hi, and always thankful, and waiting for more ice cream coming my way. So, if you guys tried it, it's this organic kind. Yeah, so good for you. You name it. Wow. It's like I forget. It's cookies and cream with cookies and cream. I think. Yeah, so good. Get it from Sprouts. Wow, so good. Eat that thing all day, every day. But yeah, love you guys.
All right, love you too, brother Mitch.
We love you, brother Mitch. Yeah, baby.
Allison, let's see.
Allison Williamson.
Okay, this is my first one, so I wasn't going to raise my hand, but I figured I was very empowered by everyone else talking.
Nice.
So my first time in any really structured meeting at all since getting clean. I got clean in 2009.
Wow.
And really had white knuckled it, I guess would be the term. And never, I guess, exposed myself to recovery. Just acted like it was just part of nothing that I did. It was just erased from my past. So I am very much empowered by everything that you all do and share the stories. And as someone who has lived in the, I guess, blanket or hiding from sharing this, it's very, I guess it's very difficult to say for my first time, but it's nice to be in a community with like-minded people and be able to, I guess, come out of my own shadow. So I appreciate the allowability to be vulnerable here and expose and share and just be in the same environment of people that are like-minded as well. So again, got clean from heroin in 2009 and have been just doing it ever since. So it's nice to be able to be saying that, I guess. So looking forward to joining many more. And thank you for the opportunity here.
That's so awesome.
09. What is that, 17 years? Or
Can you hear me?
Years?
Can you hear me?
What did you say?
15 years? 09? That's 15 years. White knuckling for 15 years.
You know what's crazy, though? Look at her.
Yeah.
Like, do you see a heroin addict sitting right behind there?
No. The girl on the milk. The girl on the milk bottle.
Huh?
The girl on the milk bottle. You don't remember them? They always had a girl from the Midwest on a milk bottle.
They were missing usually.
I was literally missing.
Yeah, that was a missing.
No,
person.
that's a different. That's a different.
I'm not sure if we looked at the same milk bottle,
enough,
Shane.
fair
but
enough. She could have been one of those.
I look at her and I'm like,
she could have been.
She might have been.
Who knows?
We don't know, but she definitely.
It was a great share though. Her first time here. Thank you.
Thanks for showing up.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing. How in the heck did you find us after white knuckling it for 15 years?
I tell you, the world just points you in the right direction sometimes. I don't know how I stumbled across I just luckily came across the podcast one day and just was enthralled by everything about it, and so many people that you've had on to share, you know, hey, I never shared this before, or I never felt comfortable. I was like, this is where I need to be. So I don't know what made it come that day. God guided me in and just let this be just somewhere that I can actually feel comfortable. Wow. So
that is so awesome, because you know what you just said, that happens like all the time on the podcast. Literally, we'll be having a conversation with the people, and next thing you know, they're telling us, I've never shared this before. And like to anybody, and they're about to share it to everybody, which is to me one of the most powerful things that you can do, because as they say in the program, we are only as sick as our secrets, right? And if everybody knows your secrets, you're not really that sick anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. Amen to that. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I look forward to joining going forward every week as well.
And thank you for sharing, because I know it is definitely overwhelming sometimes to raise your hand and actually be vulnerable and share and do that whole thing, because for a long time I was like the girl that was hiding in the back of AA meetings and not wanting to participate at all, but not realizing that's part of the deal.
Part of the deal.
That's what it is all about here too, because we all literally suffer from that same exact thing, and that's what's beautiful, is it gives us each other somewhere to give each other a little glimmer of hope, and to keep on keeping on.
Absolutely.
Because that's what it really is about, for me at least, you know.
Yeah.
and breaking the stigma, because there ain't no shame in getting in recovery at all. There's shame in this individual being stuck in my nonsense.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you.
Who's next?
Missy.
Missy Lopez.
I'm trying to figure out. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I'm like trying to figure out how to unmute myself. Missy from Miami. I've been watching you guys for a while. I finally saw the episode with my coach Kelsey, Sharon.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And I'm humbled that she mentioned me. I'm the one that her dad is an alcoholic. I was raised by him. He was sober for majority of the time until about 14. I learned all the alcoholic traits, the manipulation, things like that, which didn't suit very well for my adult relationship wise. I spent 15 years as a 911 operator. And then during COVID, that's probably the hardest time that I had. And I would drink every day. And it wasn't a bottle here, or it was just, it had a variety. I would have a beer, relax, get home, that whole stigma of, oh, you need to relax, just have a glass of wine. And then that became 2 glasses, 3 glasses. That carried on for, I would probably say, for about 3 years. I know I mentioned in another episode you guys had, I'm also in the Coast Guard. So I pride myself in being a public servant. And I don't know why I'm so nervous, I guess, mentioning that because I pride myself as being a public servant, I forgot about myself. But I'm happy to say tomorrow's my 40th birthday, and I have not had alcohol for 117 days.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Yes. I'm working very closely with Kelsey to overcome things that I still have, childhood trauma. And I feel good, though. I'm happy that I walked away from it. I can't say that it was easy, but I can't say it was hard either. And now I just go out with my friends. They all respect the decision that I've made. And when they ask me why, I'm very up forward to my co-stees that are subordinates, to other people that I don't need it to have fun. I don't need it to be me. I don't need it to love me. And I don't know. It's been a great journey. It really has. And I appreciate this podcast. I appreciate everybody out here. And it's been amazing. Miami's not an easy place to not go out and party.
Oh, hell no.
It's gotten easier to see people act a fool when they drink. That I remember why I don't do it anymore. But that's all I wanted to say is show my gratitude.
Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
I do like Miami.
AK.
You know what's funny? While we've been sitting here, I got a bunch of flower pictures texted to me.
Not for me.
Huh? No,
Not for
none
me.
from you. Joelle, Laura.
Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
AK is up.
AK. Also known as
AK. On and off the field. For those of you whom I've not yet had the pleasure of making their acquaintance in person, my name is AK. I can't go by anything else because if I were to tell you my name, it would take the anonymity away. So, why is my camera not on right now when it was on throughout the entire meeting? It's because I don't like the person looking back at me. I still don't like that person. And for those of you whom have heard me speak before in 3A, they know that for me to have turned on that camera and speak in front of that camera, that took a lot. That took a broken back. That took a month of praying. That took forgiving, I guess, my worst enemy, even though I only met him for 26 minutes of my life. And I guess what I'm trying to say is something that I wanted to share. I think I started in 3A. I can't remember where I got knocked in the head a couple of times. And so I need oftentimes redirection. Hopeaholics. So Eric Erickson decided to in the latter half of the 20th century expand upon Freudian psychosexual development. Okay, so psychosexual development. Now, Freud divided it into stages. He said, like you have the phallic stage, you have, the oral stage, the anal stage, and each one of these stages is a part of your development as a human being, whether it's psychosexually or psychosocially. Now, Freud did the psychosexual aspect, and Eric Erickson did the psychosocial aspect. And so what he saw, or his observations were, began at birth and followed a human being throughout their entire life. And essentially, from birth till death, each human being, no matter who you are, no matter where you are going to experience certain challenges in life that are either going to leave you with a virtue or leave you with let me give you the first example, and maybe that might make sense, and at the end of it I can tie up what I'm trying to say. So when a baby cries, which is, again, I've said this so many times, what binds humanity together more than divides us, because it doesn't matter what language you speak. When a baby cries, I don't care who you are, you turn around, right? You're going to turn around. Doesn't matter. So when a baby cries, and if somebody turns around and helps that baby, then the baby is reassured that when they're hungry, or that their diaper is wet, or that they need something and they cry out to the world, somebody responds, somebody answers. And so then they develop a virtue, and that virtue is hope. That's the first level of Eric Erickson's psychosocial development, and I will leave you with that.
Nice.
Awesome. Thank you
Thank
so
you, brother.
much.
Psychosocial.
All right.
Okay.
Zeb, you are bringing us out.
Zeb, bring us home, baby. Bring us home.
Bring us on home.
Hi guys, Zeb, recovering alcoholic addict. I've been lurking for about 3 weeks in this meeting, and I figured I'd just do a quick share and introduce myself.
Yes.
I'm a recovering addict. My sober date is October 13th, 2017. My drugs of choice were alcohol and meth, but it's pretty much anything I could get my hands on. And, I had the thought, come to me the other day, is that about a little over 7 years ago, I was sitting on my back porch, and I had multiple arrest warrants in multiple states, tens of thousands of dollars in legal fines. I was losing my house. I had no car, no driver's license, and I had just gotten fired from my job. And at that point, I remember there was absolutely, like, to me, I had no way of, like, how am I going to get out of this, right? So I committed myself to just, fine, I'm going to use until I die. That's the easiest way out. And then go figure, I get locked up shortly after that, and the correctional officer in there, he tells me about AA. And he actually worked the 12 steps through it because of a gambling addiction. And for some reason that stuck to me, because I thought I was going away for a long time. for some reason I got let out. All the charges went away, and I went into my first meeting, and I started working the steps from there. And I'm really grateful for the steps because, you know, look where I am today. I've been slowly clearing up the devastation of my past. I've gotten to know my higher power, gotten really close with them. And I'm grateful for these meetings. I come from 3A, and now 3A showed me to here. So I'm grateful for the steps, and I'm grateful for you guys. Thank you for letting me share.
Awesome.
I like this kid. That was
thank
nice.
you for sharing, Zach.
You can hear it in his voice.
I'm glad after a couple weeks of lurking, you finally have shown yourself.
Yeah.
Shared. That's what it's about. And shout out to 3A.
Yeah,
you guys
big
are
shout
coming
out,
through.
man. Big shout
time.
out.
Huge.
Okay.
What are we gonna do now? What do you guys want to do now?
We're gonna dance, baby. We are
Just-
going to dance.
I need everybody to get their cameras on. Everybody get their camera on. Look at this guy in the back. He's up. He's dancing. He's got the.
But before we go, we have to say thank you very much to our leader because it was an amazing share.
What's
and
his
to
name?
Everybody.
Matt.
Okay, I was just.
Testing.
I had you. If not
Look
for
at-
Chad, I had you.
You didn't, so you can't get me. You keep trying.
I can't get you. I'm not gonna fucking stop.
Okay. Try and come for me. You'll get the smackdown each time.
I know.
But thank you to all you guys that show up every single week and participate. Obviously, 3A is coming through, so we really appreciate you guys because without you all, we would be talking amongst ourselves, and that is definitely.
I mean, we do that all day long, so this is like our pleasure to. You guys have to understand, like Shane, Natalie, and I, we spend probably anywhere from like 6 to 10 hours together a day.
Yeah.
So it's pretty gnar.
It's pretty frustrating.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a lot. But even though we like to joke around and have fun, I really liked what Joelle said because we are the lucky ones. Like, we're the lucky ones that found desperation to actually get help because it is painful to watch people that love that are close to us don't have that desperation or stuck in their addiction or their alcoholism. And it's hard to... You can't lead the horse. You can lead the horse to water, but you can't make him drink it, and it's very, very true. So for that, I'm very grateful that all of us have hit that bottom where we were desperate enough to actually do something about it. So thank you, God, for that.
Mika, are you saying open up all the mics, turn on all the mics so that y'all could share? She's saying, that's what she's saying. She's got thumbs up. All right, everybody, cameras on, cameras on, cameras on.
Cameras on.
All right, here we go. All right, guys.
You guys have a great
God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. See you guys next week.
Tuesday.
Or Saturday in Huntington Beach if you're around. See you then.